One man convinced Hitler that he had a secret spy network inside Britain. 27 agents, military contacts, hidden reports, warnings about the Allied invasion. The Germans trusted him so much, they paid him, they praised him, they gave him one of Nazi Germany's highest military honors. But there was one problem. The 27 spies did not exist. They were names on paper, fake lives, fake missions, fake reports, and the man behind them was not a Nazi hero. He was working for Britain. His name was Juan Pujol García. The British called him GARBO, and his lies helped shape D-Day. Before he became one of the most successful double agents of World War II, Juan Pujol was not a trained spy. He was from Barcelona. He had lived through the Spanish Civil War. He had seen extremism up close. And by the time World War II began, he hated Nazism. So he made a decision. He wanted to help Britain. In 1941, he tried to contact British authorities in Madrid and Lisbon. Not once, not twice, 3 times. Every time they rejected him. To them, he was just a strange Spanish man with no intelligence training and no proof that he could help. Most people would have stopped there. Pujol did not. If Britain would not let him spy on Germany, he would make Germany believe he was spying on Britain. Pujol went to German intelligence in Madrid. He told them he was a loyal supporter of Nazi Germany. He claimed he could travel to London on official business. He promised to collect secrets from inside Britain. The Germans hesitated at first, then they accepted him. They gave him training, secret writing, instructions, a mission. They believed they had just recruited a useful spy. But Pujol did not go to London. He went to Lisbon. From there, he began building one of the strangest intelligence operations of the war. He bought guidebooks, he read magazines, he studied maps, he used public information to write reports that sounded like they came from inside Britain. He described cities he had not visited, military activity he had not seen, contacts he had never met, and somehow the Germans believed him. One fake report became another. One imaginary contact became a team, then a network. Pujol invented agents across Britain. A man in Glasgow, a soldier, a clerk, a nationalist, a traveler. Each one had a story. Each one had a role. Each one gave the Germans a new reason to trust him. Some reports had mistakes. One famous mistake made it clear he did not really understand Britain. But the Germans still accepted the intelligence. To them, the network felt too detailed to be fake, and that was Pujol's genius. He did not create one perfect lie. He created hundreds of small lies that supported each other. The fake network started to look real because it behaved like a real network. Slow, messy, human, full of delays, excuses, and tiny details. The British eventually noticed something strange. Someone was feeding false information to the Germans, but the information was helping Britain. That someone was Pujol. By 1942, British intelligence brought him to London. There, MI5 paired him with a Spanish-speaking officer named Thomas Harris. This changed everything. Pujol had imagination. Harris had intelligence discipline. Together, they turned the lie into a weapon. The British gave Pujol the codename GARBO, named after the actress Greta Garbo. Because to MI5, he was not just a spy, he was an actor, and his audience was Nazi Germany. By 1944, Garbo and Harris had built a full fake network of at least 27 imaginary sub-agents. The Germans did not know they were reading fiction. They thought they were reading secrets. Then came the mission that mattered most. The Allies were preparing to invade Nazi-occupied Europe. The real landing site was Normandy, but the Germans had to believe something else. They had to believe the main attack would come at Pas de Calais, the narrowest crossing between Britain and France. This deception was called Operation Fortitude. It used fake radio traffic, dummy tanks, dummy landing craft, a fake army under General George Patton, and double agents like Garbo. Garbo's job was not to tell one big lie. His job was to make the Germans feel certain Britain, so his fake agents sent reports. They pointed toward Calais. They made Normandy look like a distraction. The illusion became huge. A ghost army in southeast England, a future invasion still waiting to happen, and at the center of it all was one man writing messages for people who did not exist. On June 6, 1944, Allied soldiers landed in Normandy. The invasion had begun. At that moment, the German command faced a deadly question. Was Normandy the real invasion, or was it only the first move? Garbo helped give them the wrong answer. 3 days after D-Day, he sent one of his most important messages. He warned that the Normandy landings were only a diversion. He claimed the main attack would still come at Pas-de-Calais. The Germans believed him. According to WWII, through July and August, Germany kept major forces in the Pas-de-Calais area, waiting for an invasion that never came. That delay gave the Allies time to hold the beachhead, time to build strength, time to push inland. Garbo had not fired a shot, but his fake network had helped keep real German divisions away from the real battlefield. The strangest part came after D-Day. The Germans did not blame Garbo. They trusted him even more. On July 29, 1944, Hitler authorized the Iron Cross for him for extraordinary service to Germany. A British double agent had tricked Nazi intelligence so well that the Nazis rewarded him for it. Then, months later, Britain awarded him an MBE for his real service. One man, two enemies, two medals, one for loyalty, one for betrayal. After the war, Pujol disappeared into a quiet life, but the lie he built stayed behind. 27 fake spies, a ghost army, a false invasion, and one of the most successful deceptions in military history. Juan Pujol García did not defeat Nazi Germany alone. No single spy did that, but he proved something terrifying about war. Sometimes, the most powerful weapon is not a bomb, it is a story your enemy believes.